What's up, guys? I'm 7 Carat and a Thin Beard Reviews. Been a while. This is yet again not a beard video. Sorry, guys. Found out something though from people that love to subscribe and unsubscribe that smoking and drinking are bad for your beard, and I thought it was just your health, but I guess it's your beard too. Holy shit! Cheers to that. Jokes aside, don't smoke and fucking drink. Do what you're gonna do. Be of age and all that other shit. This video is about this. Y'all see that? That was my room as a kid. Got a PA system, a half stack, guitars going everywhere. This is a small room. It was super little. Twin size bed, and later I snuck a drum kit in there. That's when I lived in Stockton, California. Some years ago. And this is my story about the first band I was in until now, I guess. First band I was in, I played bass. I still play bass. I love bass. And when I first started playing in Elk Grove, Sacramento, I was a kid. It was in 1999. Got my first bass. I still have that too, hanging on the wall right there. And we were playing, trying to play our own original music, but we were kids, so it wasn't too good. There was a couple bandmates that were good. There was my buddy and I, Quentin. We were still great friends. He was actually here the other day. And I had a sick-ass riff, and I was so proud, like that first riff. So if you're a musician, you know what I'm talking about. It's like this, dude. My first riff. Something like that. And I was so pumped and so proud to bring it to my band with my little tiny amp, and just like so stoked. And then the lead guitar player was like, "Oh, that's way too high." And we went back to playing like Deftones and Red Hot Chili Peppers and stuff and Nirvana. It's like, fuck, I got shut down, and I was so pumped. So I ended up getting kind of kicked out of that band for playing too high on the bass. And then a little bit later I moved back to Stockton. And another band I was in was called, what was it called? Azotus. My boy had a band, Matt Dole, my still great friend of mine. Thank you for serving our country, brother. Stay safe and we love you. My boy Shaggy, excuse me, who lives in Bend, Oregon. So like we were building these bands, and they were two different bands, so we put them together, and we called it a Z-Knot. A mixture of Azotus. I'm probably saying that wrong, and we don't know yet. I can get to really big tangents on both these bands, but in that band, I put a G string from a bass on my Epiphone electric, and I had a 112 with like 100 watts. It's like, I was the shit. I had a 112, 100 watts, dude, with effects. Like, it was huge, and I wanted that bottom end as a bass player. And they were like, "Dude, you play too fucking low." I was like, "Dude, what is happening?" It's like both these bands that I was in, the first two bands that I was in, like, I played too low too high in the bass, and then too low on the guitar. It's like, what the fuck is this? You know, art is, even as a kid I knew that, 14, 15, it's like, art's art, all these damn rules. And I could say years and years later, thank you all for telling me that it wasn't to par, because it's made me who I am, and got into my own music and figured out how to sing and play, and all this was really like trying. None of it was given. I'll never forget that bass that I have hanging on the wall. My parents would tell me to stop playing, so I'd bite the body of the bass, and I could hear it like resonate or reverberate or something ate. And I just played into the moonlight, because I was hungry. I was like, man, I want to be so good. So, nothing's given, it's all earned. And those are a couple things that really made me, really made me who I am. Made me hungry, made me a little bit more raunchy, got harder into a punk rock, like real punk rock, not like bubblegum stuff. Just got really aggressive, really fun, just kind of violent. I remember playing an awesome show at my buddy Hoser's house, man, and like it's all of our homies were metal. Like there was no punks. We were the only punks. And like back then, the metal kids and the punk kids didn't get along too good. But like we kind of got in with them, and they would deal with us. And I remember I was playing and screaming and going crazy. I had Liberty spikes, big old Liberty spikes that were green. I had 2 ties that were cut off. It was Elmer's glue for the Liberty spikes. I remember playing it, it's getting all crazy and stupid and shit, and getting unplugged because I fucking went in the mosh pit in a driveway. The whole cul-de-sac was full of kids. It was amazing. It was probably like 200, 150 kids there. And I knew I was unplugged, but I was just so in it, dude. And like we're just like moshing and fighting, and like it was the best of times. It was like it's just fucking amazing. You're a kid, and you're just it was the best. I know I'm going on a big tangent there, but back to the music that made me is you don't need to follow an art. There's never a box in art unless you make it or you follow it. Just follow your own. Be respectful of the people that you play with, but don't enclose your art. Let it be. One of my favorite sayings that I love to say, and I've said this to some OGs, bro, like some dudes that are like 60 that I love and respect, and they're fucking hella good. Like, let yourself suck. I remember talking to my buddy Ted, going from percussion to bass. Like, he's like, oh, I'm just like, I'm trying to tell him he's good, and he is. And I'm like, and he's like, oh, I'm just not too comfortable. Be uncomfortable. Let yourself suck. Let yourself be uncomfortable. Let yourself be vulnerable, and so on and so forth. And, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I pray you all good. I'm Seven Curtin of Thin Beard Reviews. I will do some beard stuff in the near future, but not right now. Have a blessed night, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Late.